Shop talk, shayat, shayat, shadiyap, shayat, day, shaya, shayat, shop tie, shadiyap, shop talk.
I love the Lord. He heard my cry. Listen, long as I live in trouble, can I get a witness here? Long as as I live, until it's through. Oh yes, I am. Oh Lord, unto it. I'm gonna hear unto it. But I love the Lord. He bowed his head. I know he did. I know he did. I love the Lord. He sure did. Sure did. He bowed. I wish you could see him there. God with his head and takes all of my grief away. Did he do it for you? Lord help me right now. He changed me. He changed all my grief, he took them away. Dr. Isaac watched it running like this, but I want to take time and say, I love it. Because it's been good to me. Oh, I love the Lord. I say it like daddy, y'all. You've been good. From my earliest existence, y'all, moving until this very present time, he has me. Oh Lord, he's been somebody ought to say, he's been good. Yes, he has. God has been good to you. Can I get a witness here? Anybody Can I tell y'all a few things that he did for me? He put clothes on my back, and he put shoes on my feet. Somebody know he been good. You ought to wave your hand and say, everything he did it for me. When he couldn't pay my bills, my money started looking funny. And friends got feet. He's been good.
What's going on, good people? What is going on? It is your man, D-Toll, and you are live watching Shop Talk, everyone's favorite show right here on everyone's favorite network. Listen, it is Shop Talk, everyone's favorite show. I know I just said it, but it's so nice you got to say it twice. Those of you who are tuning in, I want to welcome you to today's show. We have an incredible show lined up for you. Listen, before we do anything, I want to welcome you. Those of you who might be watching us live here on Facebook or on YouTube, or those of you who might be listening to us from our radio partners from around the country. That list of radio partners is starting to grow, and we are grateful for all of the networks that now stream Shop Talk on their radio network. So shout out to the radio owners, the program directors, as well as the listeners who are listening to us at this particular time. Listen, we've got an incredible show lined up for you, but before we do anything, you know you got to do me a favor. And you're saying, well, what's the favor? Don't worry about it. It's easy. All you got to do is get on the phone, call, text, tweet, Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Social Cam, Periscope, Marco Polo, Threads, whatever it is, but you know who you got to tell. You got to tell your mama named Ray Ray, Shay Shay, Day Day, Delicious Nim, Nut Nut Nim. Let them all know that we are live right now, whether it is on your Facebook or YouTube or on your favorite radio network. We're live right now. So do what all you got to do to tell all of your friends, all of your neighbors to join in and tune in to us right here, right now on Shop Talk. Listen, we're going to give a couple early morning shout outs really quick. Early morning shout out to Cambria Mayfield in the building already. Glad to have you hanging out with us already. It is all to the good. Now, those of you who may not know, my name is Demetrius Toll-Free. Not only does it say so right there on the screen, but you can always hit me up on everything social media. Everything social media for me is at D-Toll-Free. That's at D-T-O-L-E-F-R-E-E. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram, Twitter, X, if you use it, as well as all of your other popular social media places. I am everything at D-Toll-Free. I've even recently opened up a TikTok page. I don't know the first thing about it. I haven't posted my first video as of yet, but I am now on TikTok, even again at D-Toll-Free. Would love to have you follow me. And of course, you know how I do. You follow me, I will follow you back, and we'll do all that we can to make things happen. More shout out to Dee Dee Felder in the building. Shout out to Dee Dee Felder, trying to make me feel good. You know, you're like the third or fourth person to say it looks like I've lost some weight. I promise you I haven't lost an ounce. All of my clothes still fit tight and snug and everything that they normally do. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with us, Dee Dee Felder, who hit me up yesterday, just reaching out to remind me of something. Listen, I am always glad to hear from our friends around the country when they hit me up. So Dee Dee, thanks for being you. Appreciate you putting a smile on my face yesterday. All right, y'all, we've got a lot of things to cover. We'll see how far this gets as we get ready to bring up our next co-host, who I assume she knew. She's probably doing this on purpose. She's doing all of this on purpose because that's something that she does. She'll do this to get us going in the right direction and get us on what I need to be doing on that Get Your Big Tail Up. That Get Your Big Tail Up campaign, the GYBTU. Listen, summer is around the corner. But you know what? I've made up my mind. Hey, Summer is going to, everybody, they want to work on, I want to have my summer body. I want to do this. I want to look good for summer. That's all good. I'm not mad at you. But I determined that summer's going to get whatever body I give it. Whatever body I give it, that's what summer is going to get on this year. Shout out to David Jones in the building. What is going on, David? Glad to have you hanging out with us. Those of you hanging out, you can definitely join the conversation. If you want to, you can join the conversation. It's just like people like Alicia Dace. What is going on, Alicia? One of my homies who have recently joined the 50 Club. Glad to have her hanging out. And she don't look like 50. And that's okay. It's fine. You don't have to ever look like the age that you are. But all I got to do is watch you get in and out the car or watch you get in and out the bed. It always tells the story. Shout out to Rosalind Alberti in the building as well. What is going on, Rosalind? Glad to have you hanging out with us. Now, as I was mentioning, I was getting ready to bring up our next co-host out. Usually in Hercules. We'll find out where she is. Shout out to Vanessa Martin chiming in from Baton Rouge. What is going on? Glad to have you hanging out. All right, y'all. Let's get ready to bring up our next co-host who looks like might be out of breath, but let's get ready to bring her up nonetheless. My homegirl and yours, Ashlyn Tara Cole. Ashlyn, girl, what is going on?
Woo! What's going on, everybody? Okay. So what had happened was I came to the gym. So here's my new thing. Can I just share this real quick, Vito?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is my new thing. You see, I'm in the gym by myself. Anybody? This is the thing. This is where we're at. One person besides myself. So here's the thing. When you wake up in the morning, no, let me speak in I sentences. When I wake up in the morning, my daughter said, I told her I was struggling. She said, Ma, when you wake up in the morning, don't even think about it. Put your gym clothes on and just go to the gym and wake up on the treadmill. This is what she said. And that's what I've been doing. And it works. I don't know how it works, but it's like, as soon as I start my morning routine, get on my phone or whatever. Now I do brush my teeth now before I go to the gym. Now, let's just make that real clear. But it's been working. So I got carried away at the gym. I was going to be in and out, and then I just got happy. And I just been doing a weight circuit and the treadmill and everything. So I guess I'm coming to you live today from the gym. And I just want to encourage you, whatever, if you want to do it, then you got to change something, right? If you're like every day, this is what happened with me. Every day, I want to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym. But I wasn't going to the gym, or I was only going to the gym maybe once a week, but I wanted to do 4 or 5 days. I had to change something. And that something was how I wake up in the morning. Now, I didn't go to bed like I was supposed to last night. So I'm off, not enough sleep, but it doesn't change the fact that I still want to be in the gym. So change something up. I used to think it was all about what you eat, and it is important what you eat. But it's equally as important that you get your physical activity up as well. Because your body can only do so much, right? You got to help your body along. You gotta push it. So that's where we're at today, Dito.
I'm not mad at it. I think it's great. And I think you're going to encourage some other people. Like I said, it's time for me to get on my Get Your Big Tail Up campaign and start doing something. And I probably will. You got me encouraged. People keep saying I look smaller. I don't feel smaller. But if that is the case, then maybe I need to start doing what you're doing. And just like Dee Dee Felder just said, she says that's a good word. Get up. I needed that reminder. Yeah. And maybe Ashlyn heard what we mentioned last week. I kept telling everybody last week, do something every day. Ashlyn, you're doing it. Do something every day that gets you closer to your goals, gets you closer to your dreams. So Ashlyn, I'm not mad at you. Do your thing.
Come on, Dee Dee. Look, Dee Dee ain't but down the block. So Dee Dee, come on. You can come meet me over here now. You can come in. This look, it ain't nobody. There's one person in here on the bike, way down there. Hello. I'm looking for people. So y'all come meet me at the gym. I'll let you in. This is a private gym. It's not a public gym. It's a private gym. I'll let you in. Come meet me over here. Maybe we need to do a group class or something. Maybe we need an FDR Freedom Friday workout.
It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. I'm not mad at it. And then Dee Dee Felder does chime in. She says, let's roll. She says, I'm finna be there. I'm not mad at it.
Come
and
on.
Shout out to Erica Taylor in the building, chimes in and says, good morning, Shop Talk family. Glad to have her hanging out with us as well. Listen, you actually, Ashlyn, you did something great. You did a great segue that I wasn't prepared to do until later. And that is, when you're going out doing your workouts, you need to be able to have something to listen to. What better thing to listen to than the Freedom Faves playlist? We have put together a Freedom Faves playlist that you can download. It is right now currently on Apple Music, and I do have a link that I can put up. It's very simple. Just go to tinyurl.com/FDR Faves. It'll take you straight to the playlist. Again, it is all you have to do is tinyurl.com/FDR Faves. And when you do that, it will take you straight to the FDR playlist. And you can, and there, thanks to Yolanda Moran and Ashlyn and myself, we put together this playlist of some of our favorite songs during this season. Great thing to take with you into the gym or on a walk or wherever it is you may be. Great place to do it, great thing to do, and you'll be able to have some great music thanks to your folks here at Shop Talk, specifically Freedom Radio. All right, y'all, let's get ready to keep things going. I see Ashlyn is now working on some other things. Ashlyn, you keep on doing your thing, and as you do that, we will keep making things happen. Now, I will be muting you in and out, of course, so if I mute you and you need to say something, I miss you, just holler at me. It's all to the good. Awesome.
I'm gonna actually leave the gym and venture back to my office. So I'm a peace out. Put me backstage for a second. I'll be 2 seconds away.
Okay, awesome. Well, listen, we will hear back from Ashlyn in a few, but while we're doing that, let's get ready to bring up our next co-host. I've got time today. Today, I've got time. I haven't done this in a while. Let's ready to reach out to the ATL. I haven't done this in a while. You know, every superhero needs to have their own theme music, and this next co-host, he is our in-house superhero, and he has his own theme music. What is it? Let's see. Oh. Yeah, those of you familiar with BMF, you are familiar with this theme music. Wish me luck. Let's get ready to bring up my guy out in the ATL, our next co-host, Emetrius Hunter in the building. Emetrius, man, what is going on? Every good hero should have some theme music.
Yeah,
what's going on, bro?
Most definitely. Good morning. Hallelujah morning, everybody out there in Freedom Radio Land. What's going on, y'all? I'm actually here on time today. I actually showed up on time today. So I'm glad to be here. Let's get this show started. Yeah. Ashlyn came on. She's somewhere working out. Yeah. We're ready to get it's gonna be
we'll get her back. We'll get her back in just a few. Man, I am glad to have you hanging in with us. Happy Shop Talk day to you. And we've got so much to talk about. Let me mention a couple of comments. We've got Jacory, who is on location. We may get a chance to hear from him before the show is gone. He's on location, I believe. Still in Los Angeles, I think. Yeah, he's on location.
In LA. He was just at, the largest music revival going around the country right now, hosted by the Travis Malloy, along with Kim Burrell. Like, Jacory was there. Like, he got to come on. He got to pop on for 5 minutes. We just need 5 minutes because last night was amazing.
Yeah. I saw some bits and pieces. I saw some snippets.
West Coast showed up and showed out. I'm going to just give it to LA. Okay.
Most definitely. Shout out to David McKinney, who was hanging out with us from Sacramento. What is going on, sir? Shout out to my homie, Denisha Sexton Dew, Lady Sexton Dew. In the building. Erica Taylor, thank you so much. I think she's talking specifically to me as she's talking about my new space where I'm working from now. I've been working. I'm going to post a video. I posted on Instagram, but I realize my bigger audience is on Facebook. So I'm going to post a video of how this whole thing came to be. Probably tomorrow or something like that. My daughter Alea and my wife Allegra and Gwendolyn Jackson, they all came together and put in some work to transform my workspace, in which you now see. And actually, last week y'all had me so hyped saying that I look decent that I said, let me go out and get a real camera. So I went out and got a new camera as well to add to the studio ambiance to make some things happen. So I am excited about what we got going on. Listen, we just was talking about the Freedom, the FDR Faves playlist. Again, those of you who have Apple Music, all you have to do is go to tinyurl.com/FDR Faves, and you'll be able to get that playlist. It has a lot of great music in there, probably close to 50 songs now. Demetrius, I think you're an Apple Music user, so we're going to add you to that list so that you can add some music.
My single on there. I was going to be like, oh, shoot.
I needed that laugh. Thank you. I needed that laugh. But yeah, we've got a lot of great music in that playlist. And we definitely want to have you add some of your faves as well to make things happen. And thank you, Erica. She said that they did good. Thank you so very much. All right, y'all, listen, we've got a lot of stuff to cover. We'll get Ashlyn back up in just a moment. But let's get ready real quick to do our birthday. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the National Day first. So I'm going to do the National Day, and I only have 3. Today's National Day, I only have 3. And I want to make sure that we knock that out. So today's National Day. Demetrius, you may enjoy this. Today is National Juice Slush Day. Juice Slush Day. So those of you who like...
So that's the same as a Slurpee or no?
Yeah, kind of like that. Something like that. Like if you got a Sonic, like maybe like, I go to Sonic, I get an apple, not an apple, I get a strawberry slush.
Oh, no.
Shit. Thank you. I get a strawberry slush with extra strawberries.
Them Sonic slushies, they give me.
It will give you a brain freeze. It'll give you brain freeze.
Stocked on. By the time I got the Elk Grove, I'll be running to the bathroom.
I cannot. Yeah, but
they're good though. Them things is good.
I can't. No. I was not ready for that. I thought you were going to say something completely different, like what I was talking about, a brain freeze or something like that. Oh God, that did not. Oh God. Anyway, let's get ready to bring Ashlyn back. Ashlyn, welcome back. We're talking about today's National Day, Juice Slush Day. Demetrius just threw me completely off. Anyway.
So what that reminds me of is, I don't know if y'all remember back when Ocean Spray was, Ocean Spray first came out with the boxes, the juice boxes. I think it was Ocean Spray. And they had the cran apple or the cran grape or the whatever they had. I don't think they did cran raspberry. That came later. But I used to put them in the freezer.
In the freezer, that's it.
The juice boxes in the freezer, and then you open up that foil top, cut it off, and you get to a good soup spoon or a good.
Ashlyn grew up in the hood with us.
Come on,
okay,
that was my look. That was
Ashlyn grew up in the hood with us.
That was fun fact. That was my ice cream growing up because my mom didn't believe in sugar, right? And so I had to beg her to even have those juice boxes. But baby, when I tell you. You didn't need no stick, no popsicle, and I threw them in the freezer, and I would eat a whole one, and then maybe even go back for a second one when I was a child. And it was good for parents because if you have younger children, I'm not talking about young, but you have younger children that can handle a spoon, give them that frozen juice box. They'll be at it for a while. That'll give you time enough to put a face of makeup on or brush your teeth or something like that. If you're struggling as a single parent, and you ain't got no help, that juice box in the freezer will be your help. I'm telling you.
That's good stuff. I love it. I think it's great. Shout out to Danae Starks McGee in the building. Also from Sacramento, shout out to Allegra Toll Free in the virtual building as well. Glad to have all of y'all hanging out. Continuing on with today's National Day, we got two more. Today is also National Strawberries and Cream Day. National Strawberries and Cream Day. So strawberry is my favorite fruit. For those of you who did not know, that is my favorite fruit. I can eat it any day. If I'm eating it by itself, I got to sprinkle a little sugar on there or some equal or something to sweeten it up just a taint. Leave it in the refrigerator so it can make its own juice. You can add some pound cake with that, with a little whipped cream, and be able to make things happen.
You talking real good.
I'm telling you, that's what I know. Shout out to Ashland's almost bestie in the building. We haven't seen in a while. Stacy Williams Tucker in the building. What is going on? Glad to have you hanging out. Lastly, in terms of today's National Day, today is, for those of us who go out to eat on a regular basis, in which I do, today is National Wait Staff Day. Wait staff day, meaning your waitresses, your waiters, your waitresses, things of that nature. If you go out to a restaurant today, please, ma'am, please, sir, it's their day. Make sure that you do something to make them smile, whether it's giving an extra, couple dollars on the tip, or just saying something to help them get through their day. Being waiters and waitresses in 2025 is not the easiest of things to do, especially depending on the city that you work in, especially if you live in Oakland. But anyway, Emetris, yes, sir. You okay? You have me.
He didn't got giggles.
Put the extra tip on it. I was gonna say, listen, we don't get the best service out here, depending on where you go in Atlanta. So, we always tip, but going that extra mile, they got to get that service still.
Well, I think they know it's their day, so I'm sure they'll do their best to make things happen. All right, y'all. Yes, ma'am.
I remember hearing one of my mentors, Eric Thomas, the great E.T., the hip hop preacher, Eric Thomas. He had shared that when he goes out, when he goes to a restaurant and they don't give him good service, he used to be like, man, forget that, and leave, like we do, a penny. And then he said the Spirit dealt with him. And now he leaves a minimum of $50 wherever he goes. And I was like, I want to strive to that. I want to strive to that, a minimum of $50. Because here's the thing. He pulled one young lady aside and said, if you want to have great, you have to be great. If you want to receive great, you have to give great. You have to give what you want to receive. So if you're in a position of service, of serving in the church, at a restaurant, wherever it might be, at the grocery store, what you give, you shall reap what you sow. So sow kindness, sow joy, sow gladness, and watch how God will bring the increase.
I love it. I think that's absolutely amazing. Great stuff. Great. That is a great thing. And shout out to that young man who wants to go that extra mile. That is amazing to be able to share a $50 tip everywhere he goes. That is absolutely amazing.
That is absolutely amazing.
Right.
When he in town, I'll go work at the Waffle House that day.
Right.
Just that hour.
I can't. Shout out to Derek and Anna Howard in the virtual building. And then again, Erica Taylor says, start out with some cash on the table, and if service starts to go bad, remove some of the cash. I like that. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's not a bad idea either. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to keep things going, and let's get ready to bring up our next co-host. We have two more that we're getting ready to bring up. One on location that Emetris made reference to, who is Ashland's bestie, on location in an undisclosed G14 location, but he is in the city of Los Angeles. He'll let you know if he wants to go any further. But let's bring him up, my guy, Ja'Cory Proto, in the building. Ja'Cory, man, what is going on?
Greetings. What's going on? Welcome.
Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, it's a blessing to be heard on this great morning. Hey, I don't know how to say what I want to say.
Just say it.
Just go ahead. Let your heart speak.
So basically, let me just, excuse me for cutting in, but I took a risk this week. I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if all the listeners and viewers know that I've been going through. I've been having a lot of little ups and downs. However, I have this disease in the eyes called keratoconus. So I called my brother E because I wanted to come to the Travis Malloy choir tour, and I kept second guessing myself. I was gonna rent a car. I wasn't gonna rent a car. I was gonna rent a car, and something said, "Step out of the boat and just go for it. Take the sacrifice in whatever way." And I came down here, and it has been amazing. I didn't realize how many people knew me.
He does
You know,
this. He always does this.
no, because my gifting is funny because the thing is, like I always say, I don't own my gift. I just
That's right.
house the gift that he gave me. So it's not like, I mean, it's like as long as I'm plugged into Jesus, he does this magical stuff that just happens.
Come
But
on.
they had like Jamie Foxx in the room. They had the Walls mothers in the room. Everybody was in this room. And my thing is, sometimes you got to sacrifice for yourself and not asking everybody else. Oh, sometimes you got to ask for the push, but sometimes you just got to step out the boat. Nobody can take that
Mm.
step but you. So, yes,
Absolutely.
I'm in LA and I'm like, oh, I need to move too. So, I'm just,
Come on now, watch it. Watch
it's,
Come
your mouth.
on.
Watch your
it,
mouth, because that's been
it's,
in my spirit for a long time now. Watch your mouth.
it's,
We'll
it's
mess
really
around and get a
time.
place together down in LA now.
It's
Watch it.
time for me to move because the thing is, if you don't take the step, it'll miss you. And you never know if it's going to turn back around. So I'm just like, I'm getting a little older, but my gifting is not. It's got a
No.
little more wisdom on it, but it's time to do some things new. But I love all you guys. I'm not going to stay on the whole show, but I wanted to say, Peekaboo, I see you.
It's all
Here's the
good,
thing.
man.
Here's the thing. God's anointing doesn't age. It just matures. Okay, it doesn't age. God's anointing doesn't get old, but it matures, and it matures into the place of becoming more and more responsible, more and more with more and more intention with your gift. Ja'Cory, I have to say publicly, I'm so proud of you for stepping out on faith. This is out of character. This is out of your comfort zone. And normally, here's a little thing, and he and I haven't even talked about this. I would normally step in when he was like, I'm not sure if should I do this? I'm not sure. And usually I would step in and say, I'll go with you. Right. Because, I'm like, we're each other's armor bearer. Right. We hold each other up. But this time I didn't feel it in my spirit that I needed to go. And so God was able to then use Ja'Cory in a mighty way for him. Now he
Hmm.
knows when he steps in the room, it's because of him. It's not because of, oh, that's Ja'Cory and Ashland, or that's Sunday Best and blah blah. No. This is Ja'Cory all by himself. God's hand is on his life. God's anointing is on his head. And so whatever doors open down in LA, you need to run, baby, run through those doors that
All the
God has
way.
opened for you. So proud of you. So, so, so proud.
I appreciate
Yes.
that.
That's good stuff.
So
I love it.
proud. So
I
so
love it.
proud. So
Speaking of
proud.
being proud, let's get ready to bring up our next co-host. Ja'Cory, you're welcome to stay as long as you can. But let's get ready to bring up our next co-host out in Charlotte of North Carolina, my homegirl, and yours, the incredibly talented Yolanda Wild Praise Morant. Yolanda, welcome to the show. Happy Shop Talk Day to you as well. What is going on?
Yo, what's up? Y'all good?
Oh, all is well. All
All
is
is
well.
well.
What about
I
you?
love Yolanda. I love you.
Oh, thanks, man.
I love you.
Can I
She's
say
so
two things?
nonchalant. She's so cool and nonchalant. Just
I
like,
try to be, man. Two things
I
she just
know.
said. Can I add something Ja'Cory said, something she said. You know what she just said? I'm learning it's okay to be okay in your skin.
Hmm.
And
That's
someone
right.
once said to me, they didn't, how can I say this? Because I'm not bashing them. They didn't like that I responded this way. Well, you don't have to.
Mm.
Because God made me this way, and I know how to be a chameleon in any room I'm in. You could take me to the White House, and I will, maybe not this White House, but you could take me, you could take me to X, Y, and Z place. But I'm just saying, when she said that, thank you, because I'm learning it's okay to be in the skin I'm in. And when you're okay with that, then, everything else can be okay too.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
Ja'Cory, you said something. I want to say this to you if I can. I mean, I know he didn't ask. I'm trying to. I'll be trying to not act out. Okay, Ja'Cory, I want to say this to you. When I got ready to move, I probably had received numerous of prophecies before I had moved. several times over several many years actually. And one day, my really good friend, everybody knows I love this guy. His name is Alan Young. We grew up together. He called me one day. He had already moved several years prior, and he called me one day, and he said, "I'm at my job, and God is bothering me about you. I don't know
Wow.
what's going on, but you need to do whatever you need to do." Now, I want to mind you, we have been friends since we were 15. He has never yelled, never nothing like that. I mean, it was the first time he had ever talked to me with a little bit of aggression. And I said, I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't know, which was crazy, right? Because I work wherever I am. But I was so fearful of moving. I was so fearful of the failure. And he said, he said, this doesn't make any sense. He said, you need to figure this out because I'm at work and God is bothering me about you. So you need to figure this out. And he told me, he said, you have a small window. And if you don't jump in the window, it may never open again. So I just want to say to you, friend, don't allow the fear of age, people, circumstances, finances. If it's God's deal, it's God's bill. And so if you feel like God's opening a door, just take the leap. The least that could happen is it doesn't work out and you go back.
I received that.
But don't stay. I mean, you're very, very, very talented. You're very, very gifted. And I think you have a gift that we don't see much anymore, which is a gift that's been groomed, a gift that's been certified, a gift that's been in rooms that most people do not understand nor appreciate. To say you've been in a room with Bobby Jones and things of that nature suggests to me that you've been in rooms that have been verified, they've been certified, they've paid their dues. The level of pouring that you can receive in those kind of rooms, people do not get much of that anymore. We always talk about this behind the scenes, the AR things that are missing from today's world of artistry and things like that. You have all the things. So don't allow fear to stop you. Don't do what I did. People say, oh, Yolanda, you want to be like me? No, you don't. Don't wait multiple years to make a leap and miss out on all the things God has for you. Okay.
We ain't even gonna get to our topics today because we just gonna pour into one another. That's just really, this is just a pouring. This is a pouring. I love what you said. I think I heard you correctly, Yolanda. You said if it's God's deal, it's God's bill.
Absolutely.
I never heard that before. If
Shout
it's
out
God's deal.
That's his saying. That is his saying, because when we go, the short version is
Woo!
we do an event. We were like, how is this gonna happen? Like, it's just the two of us, and I hope you don't get me for this. We literally did an event that costed us almost $10,000, and we ended up in zero debt because it was God's deal. It was our desire to come back home, which I think people should do. You should never reach a total amount of success and you feel like you're too good to go back to where you started.
Right.
And so we wanted to go back home and pour into our city, but we wanted to raise the level of excellence. Well, we couldn't do that and be cheap. So the short version is that it was God's deal. He put it on our hearts to do. It was God's deal. It was his bill, and he paid the bill.
I love that.
And you guys did the work. And
Yes,
the
sir.
work was completed.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Corey did the work. And the main thing is faith without works is so because he did the work, he got in the car because he called me. I was like, no, you need to go. I said, I'll call. Do I need to call somebody to get you somewhere to stay? I'll get you set up. Just get there.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see what I do. I'm gonna call you back.
That's it.
And he was there.
I love that. I love that.
I feel y'all. This is all good.
I love
this
that.
is all good stuff. Shout out to Paul Cooley in the building. I see Greta Davis in the building. Glad to have you hanging out with us. Aaron Green, drummer extraordinaire from the Bay Area, in the building. And so many more. I didn't get a chance to shout out Dominique Batten. Hopefully I said the last name correctly. Forgive me if I messed it up. But glad to have you hanging out with us nonetheless. Dominique, shout out to Kenneth McDaniels, pastor here in Oakland, California, in the building as well. Yes. And all of this is great, great stuff. Listen, we've got so much more to share. Ja'Cory, hopefully you can hang out with us and make this happen, because we got a great topic to talk about that was infused by you last week. So we'll get to that in just a second. I normally would have skipped over birthdays, but allow me to do this quickly because we got a couple people on here that I just want to mention. Quick birthdays today. We only have 4, and all of them are people that I think that you would enjoy knowing that today is their birthday. So shout out to Chris Wallace. Many of you may not know him by Chris Wallace, but you might know him by the notorious B.I.G. Born in 1972 on this day, did pass in 1997. So shout out to Notorious B.I.G. Today would have been his 53rd birthday. Many of you are familiar with Mr. T from the A-Team and so many other things. Today is his 73rd birthday. Keeping it going, the incredible Ron Isley. Today is his 84th birthday. Shout out to him, Ron Isley, 84 years old today, still doing his thing, making things happen. Last but not least, those of you in the ATL, they celebrated him in an incredible way on Sunday, but today is his birthday. Jamal Harrison Bryant, today is his 54th birthday, and so definitely want to shout him out. This is where we throw it out to you, Ashlyn, for you to encourage people having a birthday during this season. So the virtual floor is now yours.
Absolutely. I want to give an honorable mention to Stephen Parker. Yesterday was his birthday, and so definitely want to shout him out. Bay Area's own.
Who was on with us right now.
Oh, Stephen Parker's on with us right now. Happy birthday or belated birthday to you, sir. I'm going to keep this short. We love you. Go celebrate. Let somebody do something for you. It's okay to receive a gift. It's all right. It's okay. Have it be the gift that keeps on giving. Amen. Somebody from all of us here at Shop Talk and all our affiliates. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We appreciate that. Now, as we get ready to move on and move forward, I want to just mention thank you, Emetrius. He wanted us to remind us that Bishop Walter Hawker's birthday was this past Sunday. Thank you for that honorable mention. That is awesome for us to always remember him. Speaking of remembering people, I don't normally do it in this fashion, but allow me just a moment to do what I've been wanting to do all morning. Now, some of you who may not be as old as me, this may not do anything for you. But for the rest of us, take a listen at this.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail.
Many of you, like me, grew up watching Cheers.
Cheers.
Remembering that sometimes you got to go where somebody knows your name.
Come on.
The guy that always would walk in and they would always shout out his name, Norm. His name was George Wendt. He passed on yesterday. And I just wanted to mention his name. No, I didn't know him personally. No, he didn't know me, but he was definitely a part of my upbringing watching Cheers, me sneaking to watch Cheers because my mama didn't really want me watching it, but I watched it anyway. And today we remember George Wendt again. He was called Norm on the great show Cheers. And so we mentioned him and we want to remember him in his passing. And I've got a few people in here. Dee Dee Felder, I see you. Yes, it is Cheers. And then my guy, BJ Kemp, who I got a chance to see in person a couple of days ago, he says one of the anointed TV jingles.
Hey.
Cheers. Yeah. And then also to Rosalind Adger, who mentions out to you, Jacory, from what we were talking about a few moments ago. Go in Jesus' name. He got you. And she says that she loves you. And then thank you again, Greta Davis, for chiming in with us at this point. Now, looking up at the clock, we don't have a whole lot of time, but we still got some great things to talk about. Shout out to my dude, Desmond Williams, in the building. What is going on, sir? Glad to have you hanging out with us. Now, thanks to Jacory. You know what? Anyway, Paul Cooley want to tell me I'm going to hell because I watched Cheers, but my mama told me not to. Anyway, thanks to Jacory, on Sunday, I did something that I have never done. This past Sunday, I did something I have never, ever done. And that is I sat for 3 hours and watched American Idol. I have never done it. And I've never done it. And what is this, season 22, season 23, whatever it is. Listen, I have never in my evers watched American Idol, and especially having watched it in its entirety. So for me to sit and watch it for 3 hours, wow. But I will tell you, I learned a lot. I was exposed to a lot. I saw some things I'd never seen before. And I am grateful that I got a chance to watch it. For many, I got a chance to see one of my friends. One of my friends was there. I think he is Jamal's manager. His name is Carlton. And I seen Carlton. That's my guy. We go way back, like 4 flats on the Cadillac. Anyway, I saw the show, and at the end of the show, Lord have mercy. I voted. My kids was voting. My wife was voting. People was texting me to vote. People was calling me, hey, you need to vote, do all these type of things. And then at the end of the show, shockingly enough.
Tell me about whole shit.
Careful, watch your tone. At the end of the day, Paul Cooley is like me. He's like, I'm not alone. Yeah, this is probably his first time watching it too. At the end of the day, virtually a young man's hand was raised as the victor. And I was shocked that it was between those two. I actually thought the young lady was going to be the other person at the top too. But at the end of the day, we have a new winner. And we are here today to let you know that a star has been crowned. Ashlyn, I know that you know this young man personally. Jamal Roberts, he's been on Freedom Radio before when we were doing the Sunday Best series that Ashton was hosting. And this young man came on a few different times. And lo and behold, here he is. Thanks to so many people around the country. I believe they had over 24 million votes, I believe. Something like that. They said it was the most votes they've ever had.
Ever.
And at the end of the day, Jacory, your wish came true. And that is Jamal Roberts is now the American Idol Season 22 winner. Wow, wow, and more wow. So, Ashton, I would throw it out to you. Go right ahead.
Well, I want to take an opportunity. First of all, I've said my congratulations to him, and we got a chance to work together on Sunday Best Season 10. But I want to bring something to some people may not know this. When he was on Season 10 of Sunday Best with me, that was not his first time on Sunday Best. He was a finalist on Sunday Best, and he was voted off. But he came back, and that season that he was on with me, Season 10, he was the favorite. He was the one that they thought, and everybody, the public thought, because he had been on there before. Sometimes that happens, right? Somebody's a finalist, they don't win, they come back and then they win. So that was the assumption. Well, he ended up third on Sunday Best. And then he went and did his thing for a couple years. And I'm so glad that he didn't give up. An opportunity presented itself for him to be on American Idol. And let me tell you, he didn't waver who he was at all. He didn't change who he was at all. He was his complete, genuine, bare chest gospel that he does. He's always been that. He's always done that. And so here's the lesson. Never give up. I don't know how many times we can see the examples or we can say, don't give up. Don't give up. This is the third time's a charm, I guess, because he just kept being himself, his authentic self. And I know he got a little bit of critique along the way, but he just said, this is who I am. This is who God made me. And this is how I sing. These are my roots. This is my family. This is how I look. This is my hair. This is my fashion. And so I just love him for persevering. And I'm so glad. I didn't know Carlton was managing him. And I'm so glad to hear that, because that means that he's got good people around him. And that was our prayer over these last couple of weeks. But this is the thing. Don't ever give up. One closed door. You know, sometimes doors swing both ways, but you don't know until you have to go test the door. You have to go into another room. You got to go keep doing what you know God has called you to do. And eventually it will come to pass.
Ashlyn, let me tell you something. I very rarely do I just sit in awe and just shake my head and stuff like that. But you just reminded me of something, and everything you said, oh my God, absolutely correct. Very rarely do I get chills and all that kind of stuff, but you just reminded me of something that I have to share to support what you just said. And that is this. You mentioned that, he was on Sunday Best, and he's been on there twice, and everybody thought he was going to be the winner, and he didn't win. He ultimately, if you want to say it, he lost or whatever. That's fine. But at the end of the day, listen, let me tell y'all this. A winner is just a loser that tried one more time. God Almighty. Lord, I got to say that one more time. A winner is just a loser that tried one more time. I don't know who this is for. I know it's for me because I'm going through some challenges right now, and oh my God, let me tell you something. Whatever it is that you got going on, if it's a song, if it's a book, if it's a job, if it's an assignment that you felt like you couldn't do and you tried and you failed time and time again, do me a favor. Try one more time. Try it one more time. Don't give up. Don't let the losing season be the last part of your book. Put a comma on it. Put 3 dots on it, and then say, but I tried one more time.
Amen.
Lord have mercy. Listen. Yeah, Demetrius, you trying to get my attention? Go right ahead, man.
No, it's just really amazing because I realized he had been on Sunday Best twice as well. 2 different times as I was just kind of going through, because I knew he was on the season of the Ashland, but I'm like, I think he was on before.
Yeah.
So went and did my research. I was like, wait, yeah, he was on here before. Okay, interesting. So he didn't win Sunday's Best, but he won American Idol. So I'm like, this is really interesting. This is
you want to know what's interesting? Don't lose your thought. You know what was interesting is that Kirk Franklin was still on that show too. Did y'all keep game on that?
Come on. I said the same thing.
See,
I said, Sunday Best. They done brought Sunday Best to American Idol. Come on.
Amazing, man.
Absolutely.
I caught
Absolutely.
Because the platform that told you no watched you win.
Right.
So
sometimes,
yes.
Not only watched you win, but was there the night you was crowned. So
that's right.
That's right. Sometimes we have to be careful because sometimes you have to change it up. You have to change your method to get to your blessing. Like the woman with the issue of blood, she went to the different doctors, tried all the different medicines, but then she realized if I could just get to Jesus. Then she had an issue getting to Jesus. So she said, well, let me figure out what else I can do. If I could just push through the cross. She had to change her process to get to the blessing. And he changed his process. He didn't go back to Sunday Best or wait for another gospel program, but he changed his process and God showed up, and that's where the blessing came. So sometimes in this thing, we have to change our process. And see, Corey changed his process and made it to LA, and look what's happening now. It's a bigger thing that's happening. Sometimes you just got to change your process, not stop what you're doing. Change the process.
Michi, you better pipe down here. We D-Tall, I'm gonna have you pull out the Hammond.
But then the other flip to that before I leave is, because I got to check out in 8 minutes, is I think a lot of us in church have gotten very handicapped in our thinking. One thing that I love is it's a new season, and many times I'm learning that you don't stop fishing, but you got to fish a different way. Because the thing is, a lot of people, and the problem that I have with the other young man that's on the show that can really sing is sometimes we think church is the only way and it's the only avenue. You got to be able to take the God in you to reach people in other avenues and other rooms. The church is just a start and the spark, but don't let it clip your wings from your reach. You got to continue to reach toward destiny wherever you go.
My God.
So my thing is, okay, yes, you can sing Precious Lord, but there's some other ways and other styles you can sing Precious Lord that'll expand your reach. So that's all I'm trying to do is reach outside of the box that I'm in so I can gather some other boxes to open them also.
Jamal sang that one song about making love to his lady, and he was singing the gospel of Jesus Christ. I was like, take him to church then, but he's talking about making love for the first time. Can we just do it for the first time? I said, Jamal. But here's the thing. What's in you will come out of you.
Absolutely.
What's in you will come out of you. That's scripture. That's scripture. So you have to make sure that you are in touch with who God has created you to be. Stop denying who God has made you to be. If God told you to go run over there, just run over there. And if you're scared to do it, or you don't know how, get a friend and do it with a friend.
Yeah.
But we cannot keep sitting by on the sidelines and then mad because everybody else is getting ahead, or mad that everybody else is winning American Idol, or getting mad that everybody else is winning Sunday Best. Well, I could have been mad after Sunday Best? I could have come home and said I was robbed. I was cheated. Like so many other people said to me, you was robbed. I could have taken on that attitude, but that's not what God told me. God told me I wasn't supposed to win Sunday Best. God merely had set me up for something else so I could have a greater reach. That's the thing. Jamal now has a greater reach.
Yep.
He can talk to the young fathers. He can talk. He's at a platform where he can talk to people about the man that he has become, the father that he has become. It is such a blessing. People don't realize how God has set us up for this. This is wonderful. Wonderful one. I'm going to shut it. I'm going to shut it.
It's totally that. You can either do nothing or you can do something.
My God, something.
You just can't wait. If you wait, it's not going to wait on you. Life is not going any slower.
Mm-mm.
You can't be mad at people who decide to try it and leap out and fail and try again. I'm always reminded about my favorite person. Walt Disney was denied for creating the first park several times. The bank said no. Why would you do this? We're not going to give you the money. Deny. So what if he just stayed in denial? Somebody said, well, that was his dream. I'm just saying to you that the latter part, what he didn't know is that it would work and he would end up creating this larger park. And for generations to come, his children's children will eat off his seed.
Yeah.
That's it.
I love all this. You guys, I will admit, this has been a great encouragement to, I'm sure, Jacory, to myself, to I see David Jones, who mentioned all of these gems that we've got today. It makes me think of what Yolanda prophetically did last week. I'm not trying to say she's a prophet or prophetess, but she did move prophetically last week, and she did some basic graphics for each one of us, for us to make quotes of the day, for us to put on our social media, not knowing that each week we was going to have some sort of nugget, some sort of gem. But already today, we all have these great things that we're going to be able to put out as quotes of the day for social media. So Yolanda, I'm thankful that you did something. You looked outside of the normal parameters of what we do every week, saw something that none of us saw, and you allowed God to move you to help us to do something better or to be better. Listen, I've been talking about trying to be better for the last few weeks. Here I am in this location where I am now. Many people have been commenting on it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The banner that you see over my shoulder is because of Yolanda Morant. She told me last week she don't even remember making it. It's all good, but that is a banner that was created by Yolanda Morant, my wife, my daughter, one of our friends. After I got tired of looking at the same things in this room, I said that I want to be better. And allow me to say this. Apparently my camera has overheated, but it's all good. Let me just tell you this, that better will never be in your future until good enough is in your past.
Ooh, my.
I just want to say that as a closing word, as we're about to run out of time. But allow me to say it one more time. Better will never be in your future until good enough is in your past.
That's a word.
Lord have mercy. So I just want to leave that word on record for you all. This show has been absolutely amazing. Thank you, Ashlyn, for opening up and allowing the Lord to use you. Thank you, Emetrius, for going outside of your normal box when you were speaking to us. Thank you, Yolanda, for going outside of the parameters of normal social media to give us something to inspire other people. Thank you, Ja'Cory, for stepping out and going to where you need to go to get that visibility so that people will know who you are. And Lord have mercy, and be able to make things happen. As we get ready to go, I am going to let that be our closing comment and final thought. I see you, Mother Sharon Walker, who I got a chance to see in person a few days ago. Glad to have her hanging out with us. What an amazing show. What an amazing show. We look forward to doing this again on this same Shop Talk Network. Again, at this same Shop Talk time. So on behalf of Yolanda Morant, Emetrius Hunter, Ja'Cory Prothro, Ashlyn Tara Cole, my name's Demetrius Toll-Free. Till the next time on this same Shop Talk Network, at this same Shop Talk time, you know how we do it. You can help us say it. I'll Ikana. Holla.